So far, every day this year, I have walked 10,000 steps. 10,000 steps is a target that a lot of people tend to work towards. Me being the weirdo that I am, I wanted to raise my 10,000 steps a day and see how quickly I could do 100,000 steps in a day. This is a challenge that I had in mind when I set up my YouTube channel. And again, what else are you meant to do to entertain yourself in lockdown? So just like any other normal person, I decided to set myself an alarm for 10 to 4 in the morning on a Saturday so I could get out nice and early in the freezing cold and start my 100,000 steps challenge. As you can clearly hear in this clip, I was so happy and enthusiastic to be getting up that early to start walking.
0 steps, let's go.
Any footage before 6 in the morning was fairly dark, so it was quite hard for me to use for this video. I also had to whisper because the initial start of my day was walking around near people's houses, and with it being 4 in the morning, I wanted to be respectful.
I do look half asleep, I know, but I wanted to start early. I thought if I start any later, this would just be going on into the night.
Although it's only a short clip, the fact that I hit 10,000 steps before it even hit 5:30 in the morning is something that at the time I found really impressive.
Not even 5:30 yet, and I've just hit over 10k steps.
I realised at the time just how painful the rest of the day would be. Knowing that I had another 90,000 steps to go, I'd probably be a little bit less enthusiastic.
It's 18 minutes past 6, the sun is finally coming up. I'm about to hit 16,000 steps, and I'm out here practicing my free kicks. Top bins. I'll give you a little cheeky halfway line crossbar challenge as well. Light work. I would have been pro if it weren't for the knee injury. So it's 6:48 AM. I've just done over 10 miles, approaching 20,000 steps. Now I'm about to start the first of the 2 runs that I have planned today. So I know I've said it a couple of times, but honestly, look at the sky behind me. It's been a beautiful morning so far. Absolutely long when the alarm went off at 4, but to actually see the sun come up this morning, it has been quite nice. I can't really complain. Just come past 7 in the morning, about to start the first run of the day. I'm hoping this will be between 3.5 to 4 miles, but we'll genuinely just see what I've got in the legs. I don't really care about the time. I mean, ideally, I'd like 10-minute miles. GoPro on, ready to record. That was 3 miles in almost 34 minutes. As I say, the time's muck. Ignore the time. That's just, you know, it's not really about that. I was just trying to get some steps in after doing the sort of 10 miles this morning of walking. My legs are feeling very sore. I can feel it in my calves especially. It's 7:45. I've burnt almost 1,800 calories according to my watch. Always take that with a pinch of salt, but you know, there's definitely some calories that have been burnt there for sure. I haven't had any breakfast yet. I'm gonna head back to mine. I'm gonna take sort of 15-20 minutes, charge everything up, obviously charge myself back up again, eat some food, and then back onto the next stretch. With it being just over 25,000 steps, done in 4 hours. If you work that out, we're looking at 16 hours to sort of finish the 100,000 by the end of the day. I'll check in again when I'm ready to start the next leg of the walk. It's now 8:22. I've just been in, I've had something to eat. I've had a really strong coffee and a protein shake. I'm now heading out with this little one, off for a walk to get a few more steps in before we go on the next long stretch, which I work out to be a 5.5 mile walk to the next destination, where I'm going to attempt to go for another run. And run is a word that can be used quite loosely there. I mean, it'll probably be more like hobbling. I honestly think an old lady on a Zimmer frame could go quicker than me at the moment. It's currently 8:49 AM. I'm just about to hit 29,000 steps. And amazingly, I'm actually pretty much on target for the schedule that I set for the day. This will take me about 5.5 miles to get to the next destination where I want to try and go for a run. It's going to be a lovely scenic route, so hopefully it'll look really good on the time lapse. Just hit 10:01 AM, about to hit 37,000 steps. I tell you, the funniest thing about when you start your day off as early as I did at 4 o'clock, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning now and it feels like it should be the afternoon. As it stands, I feel so awake right now. I really do. My legs are pretty sore. I'm starting to get some definite knee pain and ankle pain, but that's to be expected as you approach the sort of 20-mile mark. I forgot to bring any water with me. I'm an absolute idiot, like proper moron move there. Look at the absolute views around me. About a mile and a bit to go until I'm at the forest that I'm planning to have my run. I sincerely hope that while you're sat down, relaxed and watching this video, you are enjoying the scenery around me and also enjoying the fact that it doesn't feel like your legs are about to fall off as you approach the 20th mile of the walk and almost at the 40,000 steps, which I'm really pleased about. I think by the little cockerel getting involved. I think by the end of this run, mate, honestly, seriously, calm down. By the end of this run, I hope to be at 50,000 steps, the halfway point. Quick question for you. Are you truly British if you don't say hello or good morning to anyone who walks or cycles past you? Or is that just me? Am I just weird? Morning. Hiya, you alright? Perfect example for you there. Say hello to the ladies in the hut. Good morning. Currently 10:26. I am so very close to 40,000 steps. Just about to start the run now, so I'll be switching you to the move cam in a minute. And yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy the scenery. And thank God there's no sound. I'll put a little bit of music over the top so you don't have to hear me crying each step I go. Anyway, see you in a bit on the moves in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. A mile into the run, decent pace actually, surprised, ready to get going again, but I just wanted to stop again to show you guys the view. I mean, this is mad. This is such a beautiful run, beautiful walk that I'm doing today. Everything going on with lockdown, potentially getting lifted in June, all of a sudden I've just felt this real lift of like sort of good spirits in me. Cannot wait for summer, cannot wait to spend time with all my loved ones. Yeah, I'll stop being soppy now. I think it's just the run making me emotional and the fact that I'm knackered and I've been up since 4. That's the end of the run. It was actually just under 2 miles. I definitely miscalculated that. I couldn't remember from last time I was here. Right, it's a bit zigzagged as well because I realised that I needed to add some more time onto the run, so I was trying to find random routes. Annoyingly, I had a spare hat with me which was falling out of my pocket on the route, so I'm going to make up those steps back, retracing my steps and trying to find it. Absolute unreal scenes. Obviously walking back into the forest. Someone put my hat on a rock. Absolute legends, sorted me right out there. Right, back we go, back en route and surprisingly still on schedule, which I'm quite pleased about. It's just whether or not I'm going to actually finish at the right distance, because I hope to be finished by about 6 in the evening. I have a feeling that will fall a little bit short and I'll be walking for a bit further, but most important thing now, hold on to the hat, because I don't want to come back again. 44,400 steps at 10 minutes past 11, almost 24 miles. What I find amazing is in my video of when I did a marathon in my garden, I was finding it so hard when I got up to 18 miles. If you come forward to this point now where I'm nearly at 24 miles, I genuinely feel so good. There is obviously soreness, there is a little bit of tiredness, and I'm still not even halfway. So yeah, saying that out loud is a bit of a shocker. I'm heading back home. I haven't brought any water with me, so after that little run and obviously all this walking, starting to get pretty thirsty, so it's a dumb move by me. If I could go back and change anything, it'd be to bring a drink. 12:01 and just gone past the 50,000 step mark. Get out of the way of a car, I just went up this bank, but it's honestly like a little mountain, man, look. That was a killer on the legs at this point. It's now 12:53. I'm about to hit 56,000 steps in a few seconds. Really starting to feel it now. I'm about to get a lot of food, loads of food in me, loads and loads of drink. I'm feeling really dehydrated. Just my energy's just zapped now. Coming up to 30 miles of probably what needs to be 50. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm literally not moving a thing. I'm not trying to contract my muscle at all. So it's 7 minutes past 2, just hit past 57,000 steps and just over 30 miles. I feel a lot better now after that little pit stop. I had a load of food crammed into me, downed a load of drink and a protein shake. Legs were feeling quite sore and tight, but thankfully got to use a massage gun on them. Now they feel so much better. I'm ready just to sog it out now and get the last of this finished. Feeling good now, feeling so much better for recharging. Got a backpack with me now, got all the goods, lots of drink, lots of food and snacks. So I think I got this, you know, now it's just gonna be the mental game of just doing that first 50,000 steps off of little rations that I did. Yeah, that was stupid, don't do that. That's so dumb. I was dehydrated and everything. When I got in I felt dizzy, so definitely don't do that. Pleased to say that for the next couple of miles I got my friends Rob and Laura joining me. Great bit of moral support, what I needed for yeah, these last, well, I was gonna say last few miles, but last 20, last sort of 30,000, 50,000 steps. I'm going delirious here. my own again. Was very lucky to have Rob and Laura's support for 3 miles. Really gave me the boost I needed just to sort of get going again, because that slog from leaving my house again to go out on this sort of last 15-mile route, yeah, it took a bit of effort. So just to have that support, I really appreciate. So thank you very much, guys. It's currently 5 minutes past 3. I've just hit 33 miles for the day and 63,000 steps. Heartwarming moment. You can't see them because I didn't get my camera out in time, but a couple of lads going past on their bike. One of them had a speaker on them, smashing out Dave and AJ Tracy, Thiago Silva. Makes you proud to be British, doesn't it? Rapping each word as well. Gotta love it. Pure passion on the boys. I look forward to when this route has a path again. I've been walking on a road for miles now, and yeah, they're only country lanes, but there's quite a few cars that whip around here pretty quick. Although it was actually really crap getting up at 4 in the morning, I am pretty grateful for the fact that it's not going to get dark anytime soon. It's given me the chance to get the majority of this done, all in the beautiful daylight. For those true football fans, you'll know all about this ground. For those of you who don't know, get to know. Up the TFC, Blue Army. Almost at 70,000 steps. If you've made it to this point in the video and still not subscribed, what the hell are you doing? I'm putting blood, sweat and tears into these things. So I really do appreciate it if you like, subscribe, comment, share, blah, 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 all that yada. Thank you. On a real one though, if you do, it's really appreciated, because I do honestly put a lot of effort, and I come up with some stupid ideas and some challenges that are not exactly easy to do and not comfortable. 70,002 steps, 9 minutes past 4. 30,000 to go.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Cheers, mate. Thank
See you later. Bye.
Cheers. Unreal. My guy in the ice cream van come through with a Mr. Whippy en route. Just what I needed. Can safely say that not all heroes wear capes. They just drive vans that play weird music as you go along. My guy to plug. Great that. Actual jokes aside, that is genuinely the sugar boost that I needed. I was hitting a bit of a slump then, and I was getting a bit sort of grouchy with it because my feet and everything are hurting. But little things, that's an absolute sign of winning and knowing that I'm going to finish this in style. There she is. Time for a quick pit stop to get some snacks for later. Don't you just hate people who shamelessly vlog in public places like supermarkets? Could never be me. Didn't want to overdo it, just got the 4 things, a nice mix of stuff as well. Getting close to 80,000 steps now. I'm really tempted to put on my siders. I've got some siders in my bag. Realistically, I'm walking so slow now that the trainers aren't really making any difference with stuff like speed. So yeah, if my feet get any more painful, siders are coming on. 5:47, just hit over 80,000 steps, 20,000 to go. I'm almost at 83,000 steps. It is getting dark now, so I've improvised by using the light on my phone. I think I will be swapping to sliders when I hit 90,000 steps. Feels like my big toe wants to fall off, man. It's horrible. Yeah, I may well take a little break, come back to the last 10,000 steps. Just got to 85,000 steps and I've had to swap to the sliders because my feet were killing me. It's getting close to 7:15 now. I'm almost at 90,000 steps. I'm genuinely walking like I myself. Yeah, I'm swaying all over the place, so I think I'm going to take a little break now, rest up and hit the last sort of 10,000 steps with actually a bit of energy to me. It's now 7:56. I've just finished my last pit stop. This was so hard to get back out and want to go again. It's got really cold now. It's obviously very dark and my legs are just in bits. Last 10,000 now. Come on, I've got to get it. Come on, last 10. The muscles are cramping up, my feet are in agony, my back's now hurting. I don't know how I'm going to finish this last 10,000. It's feeling like an absolute mission now. I'm just going to sort of hobble on and just get it done now. I just need to just focus, get my head down and just get this done. Come on. I literally cannot believe it. From 4 in the morning until now at 20 to 10, I've finally done it. 100,016 steps. I know that this will sound crazy to a lot of people, but I'm genuinely so proud of myself. I know that was a complete and utter waste of time and everyone will be thinking, why the hell did you do it? But I set myself a goal. When I first set up this YouTube channel, I was listing out some videos I'd like to do and some challenges I'd like to achieve, and still 100,000 steps in a day was one of the ones that I wanted. After doing the marathon in my back garden, I knew that it was going to be really hard. The 26 miles then, it honestly finished me off. I felt so sore. So the fact that this was nearly double that, and I knew it was going to be this hard, yeah, I'm really proud. I'm so pleased it's over. I'm in so much pain. I'm literally going to go and get in bed now. I'm going to analyse it all tomorrow, go through all of the stats, everything to do with it. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys in the morning. But right now, I'm just going to flop. I don't even want to think about it anymore. I just need to get in bed and relax. It's been a long day, but I did it. Come on. So it's the day after the 100,000 step challenge, and this morning all I can say is I woke up in so much pain. It was honestly really difficult to get out of bed. All of my legs had seized up. Probably the most painful part, weirdly, is the shin, sort of the shin down towards the ankles. There's no flexibility there at all, or at least there wasn't when I first got up. Just to even put my foot flat on the floor and try and put any pressure down whilst walking, it was so painful. The overall pain pressure of the day wasn't too bad. There were definitely periods of times where the breaks made all the difference, and getting food and drink on board helped me out a lot. without doubt the last 10 to 15,000 steps were ridiculously painful. My feet by this point were killing me, which is exactly why I went for the sliders. There isn't very much footage from the last part either. That's just simply because my head was down and I was just stumbling along trying to get to the 100,000 steps. Now, to break down some of the stats from the day, you can start with the first 10-mile walk. I burned a total calories of 1,612. Secondly was my 3-mile outdoor run. My total calories burned for this were 549. Next up was a quick dog walk, which was only 0.95 miles. I burned 171 total calories the next part of the day. It was my 5.81 mile walk. I had a total calories burned of 976 calories. When I got to the forest, I started my run at 10:30 in the morning and burned total calories of 385. After this run, I started my walk back, but I obviously had to find my hat as well along the way, which I managed to drop en route. This overall distance was 6.98 miles. I burned a total calories of 1,208 calories. Now was the start of the longest walk of the whole thing. At 3 minutes past 2, I set off for the 15.19 mile walk. I burned a total of 2,444 calories. Finally, and most painfully, I finished off the last part of the walk in my sliders. At 7:55 p.m, I set off on the 4.84 mile walk. I burned a total calories of 759 calories. Again, shameless plug, but after all the hours of walking, I think I can get away with it now. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment and let me know what your thoughts were. Share it with your friends, and it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe. It really helps me know that you guys are enjoying what I'm doing, and it motivates me to keep going, making videos and setting more challenges for myself. Despite the absolute pain in my legs, I'm going to make sure that I get my 10,000 steps done today as well. I've not missed a single day this year where I've done 10,000 steps, and I'm not going to let the pain I'm in right now stop me. So you watch, I'm going to post a little screenshot now to prove that I've done it.